Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea from Nassim Nicholas Taleb's work, Skin in the Game. And let me tell you, it's one of those concepts that once you get it, you'll start seeing it absolutely everywhere. It'll change how you look at everything from your finances to your food. So let's jump in. Right out of the gate, Taleb hits us with this. It's such a direct challenge to our world, which is just filled with experts and advisors, right? And it forces you to ask a really simple but kind of profound question. Who pays the price when the advice turns out to be wrong? And look, this isn't some abstract ivory tower problem. I mean, think about it for a second. We've all been there. Maybe it's a financial advisor who loses your money, but hey, still collects their fee. Or a pundit on TV who pushes for some disastrous policy from the comfort of a studio. We're on the receiving end of this all the time, and it creates this dangerous imbalance in the world. Taleb actually gives this a name. He calls it the Bob Rubin trade. It's named after Robert Rubin, a former U.S. Treasury Secretary who made over $120 million from Citibank. Then, in 2008, the bank almost collapsed from the risks it took. So was he on the hook for any of it? Nope, not at all. The taxpayers had to bail it out. That's the trade in a nutshell. Heads they win, tails you lose. Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? What is skin in the game exactly? Well, as Taleb explains it, it's about a lot more than just having the right incentives. The one word you really need to remember here is symmetry. See, it's not just about getting a piece of the pie when things go well. That's the easy part. Real skin in the game means you also have to eat the losses if things go south. You have to bear the downside. You have to feel the pain. And you know what's wild? This is not a new idea at all. It's a foundational piece of justice that's been with us for thousands of years. You can literally trace its evolution right here, from the raw, direct payback of Hammurabi's Code to the more thoughtful ethics of the silver and golden rules. It's a deep, ancient human instinct for what's fair. I mean, listen to this law from ancient Babylon. It shows just how seriously our ancestors took this idea. It is the ultimate form of skin in the game. There is zero ambiguity. The person who created the risk, the builder, pays the ultimate price if that risk becomes a reality. This makes sure that the person who knows the most about the potential dangers has the absolute most to lose. So once you have this key, this idea of symmetric risk, you start unlocking all these hidden doors. You start seeing its effect everywhere. Taleb shows how this one simple principle explains a ton of seemingly unrelated things in our world. It's like finding a hidden rulebook for how society works. All right, stick with me here because this is where it gets really interesting. How on earth can a 4,000-year-old law about construction have anything to do with the food you eat every day? Well, the link is that same concept, asymmetry. It all comes down to something Taleb calls the minority rule. And this idea, it kind of breaks your brain at first. It says that a small minority, one that's really stubborn and intolerant about its preferences, can, and very often does, end up dictating what the much larger, more flexible majority does. Just look at this. The number of people in the US who keep kosher is tiny. We're talking less than 0.5%. And yet a huge number of soft drinks, something like 60%, are certified kosher. How is that even possible? The answer isn't in the numbers. It's in the asymmetry of the choices people make. Here's the logic, and it's deceptively simple. It's a one-way street. A person who eats kosher has a totally inflexible rule. They will not drink a non-kosher soda, period. But a non-kosher eater is flexible. They can drink a kosher soda. They don't care. So if you're a soda company, what do? The path of least resistance is to just make everything kosher. The intolerant preference always wins. And once you see this dynamic, you can't unsee it. It's everywhere. Someone who only eats organic food won't touch the non-organic stuff, but the reverse isn't true for most people. A kid with a severe peanut allergy cannot be near peanuts, but all the other kids can eat peanut-free snacks. The stubborn minority shapes the world for the flexible majority, time and time again. This brings us to another one of Taleb's brilliant and hilarious concepts, the intellectual yet idiots, or the IYI for shorts. This is his name for that modern experts, You know the type, who's been educated way beyond their own intelligence and is completely disconnected from the real-world results of their theories. They are masters of explaining things, but novices at actually understanding them. Taleb's description, man, it's sharp. He says the III thinks in abstract categories, not about real people. They're impressed by complicated jargon and models, what he calls scientism, not actual boots-on-the-ground science. And here's the kicker. Because they never have to pay the price for being wrong, they can't even tell when their own ideas are complete nonsense. They're missing that crucial feedback loop that only skin in the game can give you. So, okay, this is all fascinating stuff. But why does it matter to you in your day-to-day life? Because skin in the game isn't just a theory. It's an incredibly practical tool, a filter for seeing reality more clearly. Honestly, understanding this idea gives you a new lens to view the world through. It helps you cut through all the noise out there, it helps you spot who's really accountable, and it helps you separate the real experts from the people who are just, well, talking. Think of it like a 3-step filter you can apply to almost anything. First, it's a powerful bullshit detector. Does the person giving you advice have anything to lose if they're wrong? Second, it's a moral compass for justice. It demands that people who get the rewards also have to bear the risks. And third, it's a key to understanding how things really work, revealing the true lines of who's responsible.
And that's really the final thought we want to leave you with. Take a look around your own life, at your doctors, your mechanics, the politicians you vote for, the journalists you follow. Ask yourself this one simple question. Who here truly has skin in the game? And who is just selling you something with absolutely nothing to lose if it all goes wrong? The answer? Well, it just might change everything.